I'm buzzing for this weekend's game against Wales. It's my favourite match of the lot. Sometimes I need to go for a little lie down because I get so excited. The rivalry, the history, the venom. It's top notch. I have a love-hate relationship with the Welsh. I love them, and they hate me. Can I blame them? No, I can't. There's always a spike in intensity and adrenaline when we play each other, and sometimes it can get the better of you. I'm a walking, plodding example of that. I've lost my head in this fixture a couple of times. Just ask Alan Wynne-Jones and Samson Lee. When Welsh people come up to me and have a pop, I sometimes tell them a little pork pie and say I'm half Welsh because I want them to like me. I've been cold water swimming in Snowdonia and it was fantastic. I ate Welsh cakes, too. It's a lovely country with lovely people, but when it comes to rugby we just seem to dislike each other. An image that always sticks in my head is from 2019, when their old captain Alan Wynne-Jones did an absolute number on Kyle Sinckler. There's a picture of Sink losing his head and Alan Wynne is just there smiling at him. He wound him up, got into his head and squeezed penalty after penalty out of him. I remember getting my arse handed to me at every scrum by Adam Jones back in the early days and then getting subbed off after 44 minutes. I was thinking, oh my god, I'm never going to play for England again. A lot of players in our team are experiencing this fixture for the first time. We had a meeting about it on Monday night to try to best prepare them for it. Jamie George approached some of us older guys and asked if we would share a few of our experiences. We talked about the incidents with Kyle, Samson, Alan Wynne and told the guys to prepare for whatever bombs Warren Gatland throws out in the week. Everyone will experience that adrenaline spike on Saturday and we want to make sure it's used as a positive, rather than a negative. Everything goes up a notch in front of 82,000 fans. Whatever's happened before goes out the window. At that moment, it's fight or flight. People will probably say that I'm not the best person to offer advice, but I've failed so many times. But for better or for worse, I actually have some experience to share. Basically, the goal is to not do what I did. Stick to your job, stick to your task and leave the older boys to deal with the off-the-ball stuff that will inevitably take place. At the same time, Twickenham is our gaff, our home, and we don't want anybody to take a backward step. We've talked about how we want to make it a place that teams hate to visit. We want it to be bouncing. It lost a bit of that edge because we haven't delivered performances, and that has to change. Twickenham can feel dead and flat, but it can also be an amazing place to play. You always get the day trippers, but we want to give them a reason to get behind us. I want the new caps to love it. They have brought so much energy and confidence, and at times we've had to temper that. On Tuesday, we were telling him not to whack the life out of guys like myself, Danny Kerr and Dan Cole. We want that spike to be on Saturday, not Tuesday. They've added so much energy, on and off the pitch. I've spoken quite a lot with Ethan Roots about his journey to the England team. He had a pretty rough time of it prior to getting his gig at Exeter, and H has worked hard. But what impressed me most was when he got on stage and nailed Take Me Home, Country Roads by John Denver after he made his debut in Rome. There was no hesitation whatsoever. It was a world apart from when I got on stage and sang Adele in 2012. I was more nervous about singing than the actual game against the Springboks. Those boys all made a solid start against Italy, and now we have plenty to build on. We want to give Twickenham something to shout about, and there's no better team to do that against than Wales. Now I can scoff media's creme brulee. As a columnist, I think I'm within my rights now to sneak into the media sessions to eat their food. Their creme brulees are fantastic, like a creamy frog. I remember in 2015, around the time of the World Cup, Charlie Sale from the Daily Mail wrote something complaining that the food wasn't up to scratch in the media centre. I was a proper helmet at the time. Some say I still am, and I went to check it out. They had bacon sarnies with ketchup, and I thought, how is this not up to scratch? But now I see they've got egg mayo brioche, tuna baguettes, chicken wraps, carrot and coriander soup and creme brulees. I guess all the media owe Charlie Sale a good lunch. My other memory of Charlie is when myself, Coley, Manu Tuilagi and Ben Youngs went to Figo's at Sunningdale for some lunch. Charlie was sat in the corner doing his work, and the next day he wrote in his column that we were womphing down this cake. And to be fair, we really were womphing it down.